Today's adventure starts at Gaston's cave.
Gaston's visit. Gaston! Are you coming out to play?
Oh, Gaston's sneezing.
Mummy, Daddy, Gaston the ladybird's caught a cold.
I'm not surprised. His cave is leaking. Look.
There's a hole here. Maybe if we move that pebble over it.
Good day.
Good day, wise old elf.
What seems to be the problem?
Gaston's cave is leaking.
Leaks can be tricky. What you need is a proper builder to fix it.
But where can we find a builder?
I'm a builder.
Really?
Oh, yes. Elves are very good at building. And I'm an elf.
In that case, I command you to fix Gaston's cave.
Yes, Your Majesty. A wise decision. Interesting. There seems to be water dripping in.
Yes, and there's a hole up here.
Oh, that hole won't be the cause of the leak.
How do you know?
With respect, some things are best left to proper builders.
So how long will it take to fix the leak?
Oh, it will take a very, very long time. And while the building work is going on, the ladybird won't be able to live here.
But Gaston's got a cold. Where can he stay?
Well, perhaps Gaston could stay with us.
Yippee!
Are you sure you know what you're doing, darling?
Oh, of course I know what I'm doing. I'm king.
Lunchtime! Oh, I'm afraid insects are not allowed inside the castle.
It's all right, Nanny Plum. Daddy's invited Gaston to stay with us.
Oh, very well then.
Make yourself at home, Gaston.
Gaston, ladybird.
I hope he's going to learn to wipe his feet.
Gaston isn't well, Nanny. And he hasn't got anywhere to stay.
I'm still not sure it's a good idea for him to stay with us.
Don't worry, darling. Gaston will be no trouble at all.
So, where is he going to sit?
He can sit on this little chair. Nanny Plum, you can speak, Ladybird. What's he saying?
Gaston says this chair is too little. No, that's the Queen's chair.
Don't fuss, Nanny Plum. The Queen doesn't mind, do you, darling?
Gaston says this chair is too hard.
Actually, Gaston, that's my chair.
Gaston says this chair is just right.
Goodness, it's like having Goldilocks to stay.
Never mind, Daddy. You can sit on this little chair. Yummy. Thanks, Nanny.
Yes, this food is delicious.
I suppose I'd better magic up some special ladybird food. By a ladybird's growl, food smelly and foul.
Ooh, smelly welly.
Gaston loves smelly food.
Why isn't he eating it then?
Gaston says it's too cold.
Hello, Gaston.
Daddy, I think he wants to try your food.
Have a little taste if you like, Gaston.
Gaston says it's just right.
It's such fun having Gaston visit us. Can he stay with us forever and ever, Daddy?
Maybe not forever, but he can stay until his house is mended.
Daddy!
Whoa!
And the weather in the little kingdom today will be bright and sunny everywhere.
Look, King Thistle! Gaston's getting better.
Splendid!
And the pixie pound has seen a drop to the golden dollar.
Gaston says that this TV programme is a bit boring.
How about this one?
And this programme's too noisy. Oh, this programme is just right.
Look, Daddy! Gaston's not sneezing anymore.
So, now Gaston's better, maybe he can go home.
But, Daddy, Gaston can't go home until his home is mended. He might catch another cold, and then he'll be sad.
Yes, we wouldn't want Gaston to be sad.
Gaston says you are the nicest king in the whole world.
Thank you, Gaston. Maybe I'll go and see how the elves are getting on at your cave. Hello, wise old elf. How much longer is this going to take?
As we builders say, there's no point in rushing things.
Well, maybe a little rushing wouldn't do any harm.
I'm afraid we have a lot of problems to deal with, Your Majesty.
It's probably a silly idea, but have you tried moving that pebble over the hole?
You're right. That is a silly idea.
Maybe it's still worth a try?
With respect, Your Majesty, we each have our jobs to do. You're the king, and I'm the builder.
Of course. It's been a long day. I think I'll go to bed early.
Your Majesty, that might be a problem.
What do you mean?
Well, it's to do with Gaston.
Yes?
Nanny magicked this basket for Gaston to sleep in.
Well done, Nanny.
But the basket was too drafty. Then he tried my bed, but that was too soft.
Oh, dear. I don't like the sound of this.
Don't worry, Daddy. Gaston's found a bed that he says is just right.
Oh, but that's my bed. What's he saying now?
Gaston says he is very tired and would like to go to sleep now.
Good night, Gaston. Sleep tight.
So, where are we going to sleep?
Oh, that was the most uncomfortable night ever.
Oh, how long is Gaston going to stay with us?
I did say he could stay here until his cave was mended.
And how long will that take?
I don't know. Let's go and see how those elves are getting on.
Hello. Have you fixed Gaston's cave yet?
Gaston really misses his home, wise old elf.
Good news. We've replaced the rotting wood, plastered the ceiling.
And fixed the leak?
No, not yet. But I'm sure in time we'll sort it out.
Have you just tried moving this pebble?
Hooray! King Thistle's mended Gaston's cave.
Well done, Daddy.
Amazing work, Your Majesty. Have you ever thought of becoming a builder yourself?
Actually, no. I think I'll just stick to being king.
Look, Gaston. Your cave's ready. You can go home now.
Gaston says thank you and bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Gaston. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Gaston.
It was fun having you to stay.
We'll be so sad to see you go.
Gaston says he doesn't want you to be sad, so he'll come and stay with you for a bit longer.
It's okay. I won't be that sad.
Gaston insists, Your Majesty.
Very well. Lovely.
Hooray!
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
King Thistle's new clothes.
The pink dress or the blue dress? Mummy, I can't decide.
The pink one looks nice on you, Holly. But what about me? Green or yellow or turquoise?
Ben, what do you think?
Maybe the pink one for you and the greeny blue one for your mum.
Green, blue, yellow, purple? What's all this fuss about?
King and Queen Marigold are coming to visit today, remember?
Oh, yes.
They are very fashionable and I don't want them to think we look scruffy.
Who looks scruffy?
You look scruffy.
Do I?
Yes, Daddy.
What do you think, Ben? Man to man. Do I look scruffy?
Maybe you could be a tiny bit smarter.
That is why I have ordered the elf tailor to make you some new clothes. And you must have a bath.
OK.
The elf tailor.
That's just the wise old elf.
I'll have you know, I'm not just the wise old elf. I'm also a qualified tailor.
Oh, I see. Carry on, then. I'm off to have a bath.
But hurry up. Our guests will be here soon.
King Thistle's new clothes, Your Majesty.
Ooh, lovely. But is this fashionable?
This is a classic cut, made from the finest woolen fabrics, Your Majesty.
Oh, very nice.
Please, don't prod it, Nanny Plum. It's a very delicate fabric, which means you must not clean it with magic.
Yes, yes. Thank you, tailor. Bye.
Goodbye.
Can you see that speck of dirt there, Holly?
I can't see anything, Mummy.
Nanny Plum, can you see that speck of dirt?
Where? There?
No. There.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
Mummy, you've made Daddy's new clothes dirty.
So I have. And King and Queen Marigold will be here soon. Nanny, have you got time to clean it?
Leave it with me, Your Majesty.
Nanny Plum, can Ben and I help you?
Of course. That's a fair old stain.
How are we going to clean it?
The elf tailor said we shouldn't use magic.
That's all right. We'll just throw it in the washing machine.
But the elf tailor said it was very delicate.
What does an elf know about washing clothes?
He makes them.
He might make clothes, but he hasn't washed as many as I have. We'll need lots of soap powder.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Of course it's a good idea. Nothing clothes like better than a good, hot, soapy wash. You know, as we're doing a wash, we should clean the king's old clothes as well.
His scruffy clothes.
Yes.
OK.
La 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 la.
Daddy,
Yes?
we're going to wash all your clothes.
OK.
Shoes and crown too, Nanny.
Why not? Then everything will be clean.
La 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 la.
Here are the clothes, Nanny.
Fantastic. In they go. There. Now we let the washing machine do all the work. It's all very clever and scientific.
What's it doing?
That's the first wash cycle.
Now what's it doing?
It's rinsing all the soap out. It's very clever.
Finished.
Yes. Now let's see if all that soap got that stain out.
Oh, Daddy's crown is a bit bent.
And his shoes are all soggy.
Oh dear. Were the king's clothes always this small?
They they've shrunk.
Nanny Plum, are the king's clothes clean?
That's Mummy.
Nearly ready, Your Majesty.
Nanny, what are we going to do?
Maybe when the clothes are dry, they'll go back to their normal size.
Yes, Ben. I'll just do a simple spell to dry them.
But the tailor said you shouldn't use magic.
Oh, I'll only use a teeny tiny gentle little spell. Ahem. Abracadabra, make clothes dry. Thunder and lightning, flame and fire!
Nanny Plum, quick, give me the king's new clothes. Our guests will be here any minute. Where are the clothes, Nanny Plum? And what's that smell?
We washed Daddy's clothes, but they shrunk.
And then Nanny burnt them with magic.
My goodness. Daddy will have to wear his old clothes then, I suppose.
But we cleaned Daddy's old clothes too.
What? You mean he has no clothes to wear?
Yes.
Hello. Where are my clothes?
Nearly ready, darling.
I'm all clean now.
Nanny will bring you your clothes in a moment.
And I smell lovely.
Nanny, call the elf tailor. Ah, too late. That's King and Queen Marigold. Well, what are we going to do now?
We can make magic clothes.
Nanny, can you do that?
If you insist, Queen Thistle, but magic clothes can be a bit tricky.
Hello? Anyone there?
They're here.
Ah, just make the magic clothes, Nanny. I'll go and see to our guests.
As you wish, Your Majesty. First, we need something to turn into shoes.
Lemons?
No, they need to be shoe-shaped. Ah!
Carrots.
Now we need something round and juicy for the jacket.
A lemon?
No, a tomato. What can we use for the crown?
Ah, Holly. You remember King and Queen Marigold?
Hello, Princess Holly.
Hello. And this is my best friend, Ben Elf.
Hello, Ben.
I must say, your clothes are quite, charming.
Yes, nice and, sensible.
Oh, is it the country look?
I think the way one dresses is very important.
My husband won't be a moment. He's just changing into his new clothes.
New clothes? That sounds interesting.
Well, it is an experiment.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Outstanding. Oh.
Really? Well, the jacket feels a bit soggy, actually.
It looks wonderful.
So fresh and exciting. Oh.
We were just saying how important it is to think carefully about what you wear.
Oh, I don't think I think at all.
Oh, I say.
Oh, what's that?
Yes, I was worried that might happen. Tricky things, magic clothes.
Silly Daddy. You've got a lemon on your head.
This is nothing to do with me. My wife chose it.
That is amazing.
Awesome.
I've never seen anything like it. Absolute genius.
Self-transforming clothes? I would never have thought of that.
And you say that you don't think about what you wear.
You know more about fashion than we ever could.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
Now, tell me, have you ever considered teaching fashion? Oh.
Nanny Plum, could you make us something for dinner, please?
Of course, Your Majesty. I can make you anything you like, as long as you don't want carrots, tomatoes or lemons.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Dinner party.
Nanny Plum, your pie, mash and chips is delicious. What's for pudding? I hope it's not too heavy.
Treacle sponge pudding with blancmange and custard.
Excellent! Nanny Plum is the best cook in the little kingdom.
I say Nanny Plum is the best cook in the whole world.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
Hello?
Hello. Queen Marigold here.
It's King and Queen Marigold.
Oh no, they're so boring and snooty.
We were just eating a lovely meal of spinach with sea foam when we thought how nice it would be if you joined us for dinner tomorrow.
They've invited us for dinner tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, I'll handle this. Sorry, we can't come for dinner.
Oh dear, what a shame. I know you hardly ever get to eat good food.
What? I'll have you know we have the best cook in the whole world.
You have the best cook in the whole world?
Yes.
Oh. Well, then we must come to you for dinner instead. See you tomorrow. Toodle-pip. Oh.
I've got some good news and some bad news.
What's the good news?
We're not going to King and Queen Marigold's for dinner tomorrow.
Hooray!
What's the bad news?
They're coming here.
Oh, no.
What are we going to do? King and Queen Marigold will want to eat something special.
Luckily, we have the best cook in the whole world, Nanny Plum.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. What about baked potato stuffed with potato, with chips and mash and a fried egg on top?
No, Nanny. They will want special modern food.
I can cook porridge.
That's not modern food.
What is modern food, Mummy?
It is very delicate food in tiny portions.
I can do tiny portions.
Well done, Nanny. That is small.
Of course, it will get bigger when the magic wears off.
When is the magic going to wear off, Nanny?
About now.
Excuse me.
It's not just the size of the food, Nanny. Modern cooking is fussy.
No problem. Nanny has until tomorrow evening to come up with something.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Good. That's that sorted.
Nanny, what are you going to do?
I don't know.
Morning, Holly. You coming out to play?
No, Ben. I need to help Nanny learn how to cook.
But Nanny Plum's a very good cook.
She is the best cook in the world, Ben. But she can't cook modern food.
Why does she need to cook modern food?
It's what King and Queen Marigold like, and they're coming to dinner tonight.
What Nanny needs is a cookbook. Come on.
Wait for me. Where are we going?
The Great Elf Library.
Ooh.
Excuse me, wise old elf.
Shush! This is a library.
Sorry.
We need a book of modern cooking for Nanny Plum.
But Nanny Plum is an excellent cook.
Yes, she's the best cook in the whole world.
But she can't do modern cooking.
Let's see. The Elf Book of Pies, The World of Spaghetti and Mash, A Complete History of Egg Sandwiches.
Is there anything modern?
What exactly is modern cooking, Princess Holly?
It is food that's very delicate and special, and not porridge.
Oh. Wait a minute. This doesn't look like an elf book.
That's because I'm not.
Ah! A magical fairy book? What's that doing in my elf library?
There are no words in the book.
I am a magical cookery book.
Where are all your recipes?
Oh, if you tell me what you want to cook, I will tell you how to cook it.
We want to cook a special modern meal, please.
How modern?
Very modern.
Certainly. You will need the following ingredients. Potato, carrot, onion, peas and cheese.
That doesn't sound very special.
Shush, I am thinking. Voila! One recipe for a very modern meal.
Hooray!
This is a library.
Can I borrow this book, wise old elf?
You can keep it, Princess Holly. Fairy books do not belong in the elf library.
Thank you.
King and Queen Marigold, how lovely to see you.
Hello, darling. It's always a pleasure to visit your little kingdom.
I hope you're hungry. Nanny's been in the kitchen all day.
We haven't eaten a thing since breakfast.
We didn't want to spoil a dinner made by the best cook in the whole world.
I wonder if baked beans are modern.
Nanny, we've got a magic cookbook.
Hello, Nanny Plum.
Oh, you found my cookbook. Where was she?
She was in the elf library.
What were you doing in there?
I was getting very bored.
The book knows a recipe for a modern meal.
Oh, good. What are the ingredients?
A potato, a carrot, an onion, some peas and cheese.
But that's what I would normally cook.
Yes, the ingredients are simple, but the way we cook them is not. Now, boil a pot of water. Chop potato, carrot, onion, peas and cheese. And put them into the pot. Boil for 1 minute and then collect the steam. And serve.
Is that it?
It is a very delicate dish.
It's so good of you to have us at such short notice.
No trouble at all.
We can't wait to see what the best cook in the world cooks for dinner.
Oh, sorry, that's my tummy. I'm just so looking forward to this lovely meal.
Dinner is served. Enjoy your meal, Majesties.
Oh, yes. Such a delicate flavour.
So subtle.
Nanny,
Your Majesty,
what's this called?
cloud of vegetable soup.
It's just steam.
Such a sensitive dish.
How wonderful. I can barely taste it.
Does it come with any potatoes?
No.
Nanny, I'm hungry.
Me too.
No problem. These leftover potatoes, carrots, onions, peas and cheese have made a lovely soup.
Yummy.
This steam is delicious, of course, but will there be anything else to follow?
Yes, even though it's very filling, I could eat a tiny something more.
I could eat a lot more.
What's that lovely smell?
It's coming from the kitchen.
This is delicious, Nanny.
It's the best.
I say, what's this?
It's just the children's supper.
It smells very nice.
It's only some soup I made from the leftovers. It's not very modern. You wouldn't like it.
Could I try just a little bit? The taste is so tasty.
Can I try some too?
And me.
And me.
Oh, yes. So filling.
Marvellous, Nanny.
I have an announcement to make. Nanny Plum is indeed the best cook in the whole world.
Thank you very much. Now, what would everyone like for pudding? Something modern or my treacle pudding?
Treacle pudding!
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Queen Holly.
Children, your mother and I are going away for the day on royal business.
Which means you will be at home, alone with Nanny Plum.
Ooh.
Everything will be fine, Your Majesties.
So no funny business. I don't want to come home to find the kingdom covered in frogs or jelly or anything.
No, Daddy.
Because while we're away, you represent King and Queen Thistle.
Does that mean I can be queen?
Well, I suppose it does.
Just for today.
Brilliant.
Magic car. Drive on. Bye.
Be good.
Bye-bye. Queen Holly. I like the sound of that. Hello, I'm Queen Holly.
Oh, hello, Ben.
Hello, Nanny Plum. Can Holly come out to play?
I'm afraid Holly's much too busy to play today. She has a kingdom to run.
Ben, come up here, quick.
OK. Hi, Holly.
Queen Holly to you.
What?
Mummy and Daddy have gone on a trip today and left me in charge of the whole kingdom.
Wow.
So I'm Queen Holly.
Hello.
Hello, Nanny Plum. I've come to collect Ben Elf. It's time for school.
OK, I'll just...
Nanny, send the wise old elf up. I'll sort this out.
Very well, Your Majesty.
Enter.
Hello, Princess Holly.
I'm not Princess Holly. I am Queen Holly today.
I've got no time for these fun and games. I've come to collect Ben for school.
Oh. Wait, Ben. Mummy and Daddy are away today, so I am in charge of the whole kingdom.
Is this true, Nanny Plum?
I'm afraid so.
And I have just decided that Ben does not have to go to school today. It's the law.
Well, this is most unusual.
In fact, there'll be no school for anyone today.
No school for anyone?
Yes, it's the law, because I am Queen Holly.
As you wish, Queen Holly. Oh, dear. The children will be most upset when they hear the news. Children, I'm afraid Queen Holly has informed me there will be no school today.
Hooray! Hooray! What's that noise? Hooray! No school! Thank you, oh wise Queen Holly.
Hooray!
Shush! Today shall be a holiday for everyone, even grown-ups.
Even the wise old elf.
And Nanny Plum.
Oh,
No one's allowed to work. It's the law.
but what shall we do all day?
Play games.
Yes, you've got to play games and be happy because I am Queen Holly. Thank you, Queen Holly.
Right, Mr. Elf. Next on the list, a delivery of food for the little castle.
Right-ho, Mrs. Elf. Gosh, what a busy day.
Yes, but elves like being busy.
And
we're
we're elves. Make way, elf at work.
There's no work today, Mr. Elf. It's a holiday.
Is this true, wise old elf?
I'm afraid so.
But I've got an urgent delivery of food for the little castle.
I suggest you come back tomorrow.
Righty-ho. Bye.
Talking of food, I'm getting a bit hungry. Me too. And me.
Queen Holly! We're hungry!
Very well. I command you to eat something. Being queen is easy peasy. But no one has made any food. Everyone's on holiday. Oh.
Queen Holly, if you would allow the elves back to work, we could make everyone lunch.
No. You all have to have a nice day's holiday. It's the law.
But we're hungry! We need food!
I'll make food.
Hooray!
Now, what do you eat on holiday?
Ice cream.
Yes, that's it. You shall all eat ice cream.
Hooray! Thank you, Queen Holly!
Where are we going? To the kitchen. We can use Nanny Plum's cauldron to make the ice cream.
Oh, are you going to make the ice cream with magic?
Of course I am.
But Holly, your spells don't always work out quite right.
Making ice cream is easy peasy. Watch. Abracadoo, abracabong. Ice cream for everyone all day long. See, it worked.
Wow. Ice creams for everyone!
Ooh, thank you.
I'll be back with more. Oh, there's quite a lot. Will it stop soon?
I think I told it to make ice cream all day long.
Oh dear.
We'll soon be home.
Yes, and it's good to see that the kingdom isn't flooded with frogs or jelly or anything.
Yes. Holly must be behaving herself.
There's too many ice creams.
Make it stop, Holly! Make it stop!
Ziggity, stop. Stop. Stop.
For you. That's better.
Oi! Where's our ice cream?
Goodness me!
I did try to stop it, Nanny, but it got worse.
Well, thank goodness the King and Queen aren't here to see all this mess.
It's the King and Queen.
Hooray!
It's very nice of you all to welcome us home like this.
May I be the first to say how pleased we are to see you back again, Your Majesties. While you were away...
Yes, I'm a bit tired, so if you'll excuse me.
Stop! Maybe you should go for a little walk, Your Majesty. I've just got a bit of tidying up to do inside.
Thank you, Nanny Plum, but all I want to do now is have a nice bath. Ice cream.
I'm sorry, Daddy. It's all my fault. I tried to be a good queen and make everybody happy, but it's a lot harder than you'd think.
Yes, Holly, I know it is. Especially with elves. Elves are never happy.
We are happy when we are busy.
Elves like being busy.
And we're elves!
In that case, I command you to go back to work at once.
Hooray!
And your first job will be to clean up all this ice cream.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
3 cheers for King Thistle.
And Queen Holly.
Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip!
today's adventure starts at the Great Elf Tree.
Elf Joke Day!
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly. I've got a new toy.
What is it?
It's a telescope. You can see things that are really far away.
Wow. Can I have a go?
OK.
I can't see anything.
Try twisting it a bit.
It still doesn't work. Why are you laughing, Ben?
It's a joke telescope. It gives you a black ring around your eye that makes you look really silly. Look.
Ah! Why did you do that?
Today is Elf Joke Day.
What's Elf Joke Day?
It's a special day when all the elves play jokes on each other.
That sounds fun.
It is fun. Would you like one of my chewy sweets?
Yes, please. That wasn't funny, Ben.
Sorry. Here, have this flower.
No, thanks. I've had enough of your silly jokes.
It's OK, Holly. It won't jump out or make your face dirty.
Promise?
I promise. That's my squirty water flower.
It's not funny.
It is funny.
Zip, zap, zop. Upside down, you silly elf.
Whoa! Put me down.
Lesson time, Holly. Oh, hello, Ben. What are you doing upside down?
Help! Help!
Princess Holly, is this your doing?
It was Ben's fault. He was playing jokes on me.
Never use magic in anger. It can be very dangerous.
Sorry, Nanny Plum.
Holly, put Ben down.
Sorry, Ben.
Phew, that's better.
Now, what's all this about jokes, Ben?
It's Elf Joke Day.
Oh, I love jokes.
I don't think they're very funny.
You should learn to have a sense of humour, Holly.
Come on, Holly. Let's have some fun.
Yes, today's lesson can be how to have fun. Off you go.
Oh, all right. Happy Elf Joke Day. Happy Elf Joke Day. Happy Elf Joke Day. This is fun. A spider.
It's only a toy spider. Dad gets it out every year.
Ho, 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 ho! Happy Elf Joke Day! Ho, 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 ho!
Mr. Elf, I'm terribly sorry, Princess Holly. I hope we didn't startle you.
It's okay. It's funny.
Oh, hello, Princess Holly. Are you having a merry elf joke day?
Yes, I like jokes now. I wish Nanny Plum was here. She loves jokes.
Oh, I didn't know Nanny Plum liked such things.
Yes, Nanny's got a really good sense of humour.
Really? Then maybe we should go and show her some jokes. To the elf truck.
I'll tell Nanny Plum you're here.
No, Princess Holly. A joke should be a surprise. This'll be fun.
Oh, I'm really busy. Who can that be? Hello. What do you want?
Hello. What do you want?
What?
What?
Why are you copying everything I say?
Why are you copying everything I say?
I haven't got time for this.
I haven't got time for this.
Silly old fool.
Silly old fool. Oh,
I don't think Nanny found that funny.
I thought you said she liked jokes.
She does. Let's try another one.
Very well. This is my favourite. It's a little toy mouse.
Oh, Nanny Plum doesn't like mice.
She'll like this one. It's funny. We're ready. Send it in.
Da da dum, do da dee da, da da la la, da dum dee da.
What was that? Is she laughing?
Sort of.
Oh, splendid. Let's go and join in the fun. Ho, ho, ho! Happy Elf Joke Day.
That was not funny, wise old elf.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Nanny Plum. May I say how lovely you are looking today?
What? Is this another silly joke?
No. Oh, you are so pretty. May I take your photograph?
Well, I suppose so.
Oh, you are most kind. Say cheese.
Cheese! What?
It's smelly elf cheese.
It's really smelly.
Yes, it's top quality smelly elf cheese.
That was not funny at all, Mr. Old Elf.
Oh, yes, it was.
I'm going to turn you into a snail.
But Nanny, you said never use magic in anger.
I'm not angry. Now, where's my wand?
Oh, it was just a joke.
Yes, and here's another joke. Elf to snail.
Naughty Nanny. You said never use magic when you're angry.
Yes. Happy Elf Joke Day, wise old snail. Ha 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 ha.
What's that snail doing here?
Well, Daddy, the wise old elf played jokes on Nanny Plum, and she got angry and did a spell on him.
The wise old elf was just having fun. Don't you have a sense of humour, Nanny Plum?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Nanny Plum, why did you turn him into a snail?
It was meant to be a funny joke.
And was it funny?
No, Your Majesty.
He doesn't look very happy.
I'm not surprised. Turn him back into the wise old elf, please, Nanny Plum.
Very well, Your Majesty. Silly old elf, back to yourself.
Your Majesty, thank you so much for your help.
Oh, that's all right.
I must say, you are looking most handsome today, Your Majesty. May I take your photograph?
Of course.
Your Majesty?
Not now, Nanny Plum. I'm having my picture taken.
Say cheese.
Cheese!
Stinky elf cheese.
I can't help playing jokes. It's Elf Joke Day, and I'm an elf.
Most amusing. Happy Elf Joke Day!
Happy Elf Joke Day!
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Big Bad Barry.
I say, I'm getting a little hungry.
Me too.
I think I fancy fish and chips.
We don't have any fish, Your Majesty.
What? No fish?
But I can magic up some fish fingers.
Yum, yum. I like fish fingers.
No! I want fresh fish. Fresh from the lake, with chips.
I know. Ben's dad has a fishing boat.
Then we shall go and see Ben's dad.
It's time we put the boat away for the winter, Ben. I'm pleased Bunty has made it through the summer with no accidents.
What kind of accidents?
The kind where the boat gets eaten.
Eaten?
Yes. Have I never told you the story of Big Bad Barry, the fish?
No.
It was a dark and stormy night. I was sailing in my favourite boat when suddenly...
A fish! A fish, Mr. Elf!
What's that?
I want a fish for dinner, with chips.
Oh.
So we'd like you to take us out on the lake to catch one.
I was just putting Bunty away for the winter.
Who's Bunty?
My boat.
Well, one more trip won't do any harm, will it?
I'd rather not. She might get wet.
Mr. Elf, your king commands you.
OK. Climb aboard. You'll have to leave your wands here. Magic isn't allowed on elf boats. And we're elves.
Let's get going. I'll do the steering.
Hang on a minute. You might be king on land, Your Majesty, but on this boat, I'm the captain. So I'm in charge.
All right, Captain. As long as I get a fish.
Polly and Ben, wind the engine.
Aye, aye, Captain.
King Thistle, take the wheel.
Okie dokie, Captain. Oh, this is fun.
Turn ship to starboard.
What?
Turn right.
Why didn't you say so?
At sea, we don't say left and right. We say port and starboard.
Isn't that a bit silly?
We'll fish from the stern.
Where's that?
The back of the boat. Come with me. Fishing is a tricky business. You must have the right type of bait.
What kind of bait are we using today?
Stale bread.
Stale bread? Who likes stale bread?
Should we put some butter on it, Dad?
And jam?
Yes. We're not going to catch anything with stale bread, old boy. Stick a bit of jam on it.
Stop! I'm the captain, so while we're aboard Bunty, we do what I say.
Aye, aye, Captain!
Now be quiet. Fish don't like noise.
Very bossy, isn't he?
This is so exciting.
Shh, everybody. Now we wait.
Are you sure this is right?
Of course I'm sure.
Come on, let me have a go.
Fine, you'll see. It takes time to catch a
fish! I've caught a fish! Holly, grab the net. Get ready to catch it.
Well done, Daddy.
Wow, it's big.
It's a whopper, all right. And I caught it.
It's only a little tiddler.
It must be the biggest fish in the lake.
It's too small.
That was the biggest fish I've ever seen.
I've seen bigger. Much, much bigger.
Really?
Really. It was many years ago when I first met Big Bad Barry.
Big Bad Barry? Who's that?
Only the biggest, hugest, most giganticest fish the world has ever seen.
No.
It was a dark and stormy night. I was out sailing in my favourite boat, Hilda, when I first saw Big Bad Barry. I knew straight away I had to catch him. I had to be the fisherman who took him home for the biggest fish dinner in history. I tried several different baits before I found what Barry liked. Cheese.
Cheese?
Cheese. I put a bit of cheese on the line and Barry was hooked straight away. The only thing was, he was stronger than my old boat Hilda was. Bad Barry dragged my poor boat Hilda all over the lake. And when he'd finished that, he ate her.
He ate Hilda? It sounds horrid.
It was.
So you built Bunty to replace Hilda?
No. First, there was Doris. Then Peggy. There was Abigail, Fifi, and Trixabel. Not forgetting Sabrina, Vicky, and Miss Boo Boo. Barry ate them all. I tried to catch Barry so many times, but he was always too strong.
So that's where all the cheese went.
In the end, I gave up. Big Bad Barry is still out there, somewhere.
Ooh.
Incredible! I have come to a royal decision. We must catch Big Bad Barry and have him with chips.
Hooray!
No, we mustn't. I don't want to lose another boat. Not Bunty. Anyway, there's no cheese on the boat. I won't allow it. Barry can smell cheese a mile away, even a mild cheddar.
Good. I've got some cheese in my picnic hamper. We can use that.
Ah! Cheese on board! Quick, get rid of it before it's too late.
What did you do that for?
I told you, it's dangerous to have cheese on board.
Luckily, I also brought a nice Stilton cheese we can tempt Barry with.
No, I refuse to help.
Then we'll do it without you. I'm taking charge.
Hooray!
Ah! It's mutiny! Mutiny on the Bunty!
We'll catch this Barry and have him with chips. Ben, take the wheel.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Holly, hold the net.
Aye, aye.
Here, Barry, Barry. Barry! Come on, Barry. Where are you?
It's not working.
Here, Barry. Come on, boy.
If we're going to catch Big Bad Barry, let's do it properly.
Yes!
You must do what I say as soon as I say it.
Aye, aye,
Captain.
Big Bad Barry is too big for that rod. We'll use this rod.
Wow.
You wanted to meet Big Bad Barry? Here's your chance.
Excellent.
Now we wait, but not for long.
Look!
It's him! It's Big Bad Barry!
What a fish! We'll be eating him for weeks.
He's got the cheese! Start the engine! Full sail!
We're not going anywhere!
Yes, we are. Bad Barry is pulling us backwards.
Hang on!
We've got him! We've got him!
I think he's got us, Daddy.
Holly's right. We should never have tried to catch Bad Barry.
He's too big!
He's too bad.
We have to let him go!
Never! Aha! He's given up!
I don't think so.
He's eating the line!
Ah, then he can have it. I give in. Sorry we tried to catch you, Barry. No hard feelings, eh?
Ah! He's eating Bunty! Launch the lifeboat!
Abandon ship! Women, children, and kings first!
Poor Bunty!
Hello, everyone. The chips are ready. Where's the fish? Oh, what's going on?
Big Bad Barry is eating Bunty.
Yum, yum, yum.
Oh, dear. Do you think Barry would like some chips with that?
I think he's full. Alas, poor Bunty. I knew her well.
Right. What shall we have for dinner then?
I think I'd like fish fingers.
With chips!
Today's adventure starts at the Great Elf Tree.
Ben's birthday card.
Happy birthday, Ben! Here's your card.
Core, a space rocket.
And here's your present.
Wow! A space mobile!
We made it ourselves.
Thanks, Mum. Thanks, Dad.
And later, all your friends will be coming to your birthday party.
Cool. Who can that be?
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly. You're a bit early for my party.
Party?
Have you brought me a birthday card?
Birthday card?
Holly, you haven't forgotten my birthday, have you?
Oh, happy birthday, Ben.
Thanks, Holly.
I've just got to pop back home for something.
Oh.
See you later. Oh dear, I've forgotten Ben's birthday.
Milk, sugar, flour and an egg. Good. Let's do some baking. Hocus pocus.
Nanny Plum! I've forgotten Ben's birthday.
Oh, don't worry, my little one. He'll have another birthday next year.
No, it's really important. I have to do something for this birthday. Ben is my best friend.
Oh.
I've got to make a birthday card really quickly, but I don't know where to start.
What you need is a little magic to get you going. Ahem. Milk, flour, egg and sugar, paint, brushes, card and glitter.
Thanks, Nanny.
Now, I've got a very nice spell for making birthday cards. It goes, hocus pocus, plinkety plonk.
Nanny Plum!
Oh, I better go and see what King Thistle wants.
Nanny Plum!
Yes, Your Majesty?
This chair is a bit hard. Can you do a magic spell to make me more comfortable?
Oh, King Thistle, you lazy thing. You could do a magic spell yourself.
But my wand is over there.
Oh, OK. Humphy, Lumphy, Dumphy, make King Thistle nice and comfy.
Ah, that's better. And some music, please.
Oh, tra-la-la, tra-la-lin, music please, sweet violin.
Ah, lovely. Thank you. You can go now, Nanny Plum.
Oh, now, where were we?
You just said hocus pocus, plinkety plonk.
Oh, yes. Ahem. Hocus pocus, plinkety...
Nanny Plum!
Oh, bother. What can he want now?
Nanny! I want a cup of tea!
Yes, coming.
This card will never get made. I'll just have to do the magic myself. Now, what was Nanny's spell? Ah, yes. Hocus pocus, plinkety plonk. How about make me a birthday card super duper quick? It worked! Come on, silly paintbrushes. Hurry up! I haven't got all day. Right. You naughty paintbrushes. I'll do a stronger spell to make you go faster. Sam, pop, zip, pow! More, bigger, faster, now! Oh, it's going a bit wrong.
There's your tea, Your Majesty. Will that be all?
Yes, thank you.
Nanny! Help! Help!
Goodness me!
Nanny! Make the magic stop!
Thunder and lightning, north winds blow, magic spells, away you go!
Thank you, Nanny. You stopped it.
Yes, but I've had to stop all the fairy magic in the castle.
Oh.
Oof! What happened to the magic?
Ahem. There was a little problem in the kitchen, and I've had to stop all the fairy magic in the castle for one day, Your Majesties. Sorry.
Oh.
And the weather in the little kingdom today will be bright and sunny everywhere.
Hang on. If you've stopped all the magic in the castle, why is the TV still working?
The TV's not magic.
Isn't it? Really?
Oh. If there's no magic today, how can I make Ben a birthday card?
Well, you could make the card by hand.
Really? Could I?
And I can help you.
Nanny Plum, I think you'll be busy cleaning up the kitchen.
That will take but a moment with my fairy magic wand.
But there isn't any magic. You've stopped all the magic for one day.
Oh, yes.
This will be fun.
This will be fun too.
I think I'll start with a picture of Ben. It's easy doing things without magic.
Yes, really easy.
Now, lots of kisses for Ben. And some sparkly glitter. There. Lovely.
Yes, it's amazing what can be done without using magic.
Yes, Nanny Plum, it is.
Now quick, or you'll be late for Ben's birthday party.
Ben's going to love his birthday card.
Hi, Holly.
Happy birthday, Ben.
Come in.
I've made you a card.
Thanks, Holly.
Ben's had lots of lovely cards today.
I made my card with magic. Wow. I made my card with a computer. Oh. I bought mine from a shop. That's nice.
Holly, can I have your card now, please?
It isn't very good. I didn't use magic or a computer or buy it from a shop. I made it myself.
You mean you didn't just use magic? Wow, it's fantastic.
Ooh. Happy birthday, Ben. Actually, Ben, I did forget your birthday.
Yes, I know. You always forget my birthday.
Do I?
Yes, but it doesn't matter. You're still my best friend.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
The party!
Come on, everyone. We've got to get ready for the party.
Party?
Daisy and Poppy's birthday party.
Oh no! Party! Party!
2 magical toddlers are bad enough.
But when all their little friends turn up, it's terrible!
I've got it. We'll have the party, but we won't invite any guests.
Da-da-da-da! I've sent out all the party invites and everybody's coming.
Oh, who's coming?
There's little Tarquin.
Tarquin like party.
Oh no, Tarquin is a monster.
And there's Raspberry.
Not my little sister. Even her wand is rude.
And Nettle Elf.
My little sister. She's got a stinging nettle in her hat. And it stings when you touch it.
Nettle Elf is the naughtiest of the lot.
What do you expect? She's got a pirate for an uncle.
Yes, Redbeard the elf pirate.
This party is going to be a disaster.
Don't worry. I've got it all planned. We'll have magic games, followed by my magic show, and ending with magic jelly.
Magicy, magicy.
I was wrong. The party's not going to be a disaster. It's going to be a catastrophe.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I know, King Thistle. You could have an elf party.
A what?
An elf party has no magic at all.
But what about my magic show? The toddlers love a magic show.
We have the Great Wizardo, an elf conjurer. He doesn't do real magic. It's just tricks.
I like it, Ben. It sounds very safe.
Yeah, and boring.
Exactly. Nanny Plum, call this Great Wizardo and tell him we've got children we want to bore. I mean, entertain.
Ugh, very well, Your Majesty.
Welcome to the party.
Tarquin like party.
Bye-bye, Tarquin. Be good.
Yes, Mama.
Oh. Hello, Nettle. Ow! That stings. Nanny Plum, me fruity pancake.
Ugh.
Enjoy the party, Nettle. I'll be back to pick you up later. Oh, settle down, children, please.
The Great Wizardo!
That's just the wise old elf.
I'm not just the wise old elf. I'm also a children's entertainer.
Oh, carry on then. These children are a bit of a handful, especially when they do magic.
There won't be any magic at this party. I'll put the toddlers' wands into the library, where they can't cause any trouble.
Very clever.
Let's get this party started. Musical statues. When the music stops, you have to stand as still as a statue. Aha! Raspberry, I saw you move. And you, Nettle.
That's because they haven't been turned to stone yet.
Ah! Strawberry, you've magicked them into real statues.
Of course. That's how we fairies play musical statues.
This is not a fairy party. Turn them back to normal.
OK.
The big children's wands are going into the library with the others. Now it's time to play Stick the Tail on the Donkey. Here's the donkey.
Looks like a cabbage.
Or a duck.
It's a donkey. Now, I will blindfold Nettle Elf and she'll try to stick this tail on the donkey.
Ow! She stung me again.
It's a stupid game anyway. You need a big dragon to stick the tail on.
Ah!
Looks like the twins' party has started.
Get rid of the dragon!
All right. Just trying to liven the party up a bit.
I'm putting the grown-ups' wands in the library too. Now for my conjuring show.
Hooray!
Queen Thistle, please take a card. Don't show me. What is your card?
The Two of Hearts.
Your card is the Two of Hearts.
That's the worst trick I've ever seen.
I thought it was rather good. How's it done?
For my next trick, I will turn myself into a mouse.
Ooh.
You little ones need to wait behind this door for a moment.
How do you change yourself into a mouse?
I put these ears on and this nose, then I...
Was it a good idea putting the toddlers in the library?
What?
It's the same room you put all the wands in.
Ah. Don't worry, the great Wizardo will sort this out. I'll show them my mouse trick. That will surprise them.
They'll be surprised how bad it is. So it might work.
Look, children, I've turned myself into a...
Mousy!
Squeak!
Wow, that's not a bad costume.
The toddlers have magicked the wise old elf into a real mouse.
Squeak! Can someone please magic me back into an elf?
No, we can't do any magic because somebody put all the wands in the library.
Ah, yes. Squeak!
Ahoy, me hearties! I'm here to pick up my niece, Nettle.
Oh, actually, the party's not quite over yet.
No?
The toddlers are in the library with the dangerous spell books.
They've got all the magic wands. And they've magicked the wise old elf into a mouse.
Squeak!
Sounds like a fun party.
Oh, no, it's gone quiet.
They're up to something. Let's take a look. Hello? Hello?
There's no one here. Just our wands.
Oh, it's good to have you back again.
Nanny, now you have your wand again. Would you mind,
Of course, oh great Wizardo. Silly old elf, back to yourself.
Oh, so where be the poor little toddlers?
I was afraid of this. Daisy and Poppy have found the secret passageway.
Where does the secret passageway go?
To the secret room.
I never knew we had a secret room.
That's because it's secret. The room contains a magical force that must never be let out.
So, not a good room for toddlers to be in, then? I hear the sound of excited little ones and something else. We must not enter.
Honestly, what a lot of fuss about a terrible magical force of unimaginable power. I'll handle this.
Good luck, me brave little pumpkin.
Go on.
What can you see?
Terrible things.
Redbeards to the rescue! Here be the toddlers. Hang on, Nanny Plum! Here she be! You're safe now, my plum pudding. I've seen many a terrible thing at sea, but nothing as bad as what I saw in that room.
That's why we tend to keep the door locked.
Good. The party's over. It all went rather well, I thought.
But what about the jelly? We haven't had magic jelly yet.
Magic jelly! Magic jelly!
All right, Nanny, but please don't make too much this time.
Look, magic jelly.
That's good. The party must be almost over.
Ah, Raspberry. Have you had a nice time?
Yes, Mummy.
Tarquin, say thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure.
Goodbye, Nettle. Ow! She stung me again.
It's Raspberry's birthday next. We hear you've got a children's entertainer who's good with toddlers.
Yes, here he is, the great Wizardo.
Wonderful. See you all at Raspberry's party then.
Party, party!
Today's adventure starts at the Great Elf Tree.
Lucy's picnic.
Now, children, is everyone ready for the tour of the elf factory?
Yes!
This way, please. All aboard. Next stop, level 99. Hold tight.
Ah, my tummy!
Here we are, the elf factory.
Goodness me! Look at all this rubbish. Don't you ever tidy up?
This isn't rubbish, Nanny Plum. These are the raw materials we use to make toys. The plastic bottles are made into gloop. The old tin cans are made into clockwork gongs. And the old paper and card goes into the pulping machine and gets squished into flat sheets, which are folded into new boxes for our toys.
Wow! That's very clever.
Elves are very clever. And we're elves! This way. Whee! The elf factory produces one new toy every second.
What happens when you go to bed? Does the elf factory stop?
Certainly not. We work day and night to make sure the children of the world get their toys. The elf factory never stops.
Oh, the elf factory stopped.
What?
Slight problem, I'm afraid, wise old elf. We've run out of plastic, metal and old paper.
Let's just magic up some more.
No, not magic. We're elves and we...
Don't do magic.
So what are you going to do?
We'll simply go to the Great Elf Tower.
Ooh.
To the Great Elf Tower.
What is the Great Elf Tower?
Oh, it's a wondrous place.
I've never heard of it.
The Great Elf Tower gives us all the things we need to make toys.
How does it do that?
When big people have picnics in the Little Kingdom, they put plastic bottles, tin cans and old papers into the Great Elf Tower. We're here. Behold, the Great Elf Tower.
Where? All I can see is a litter bin.
What? Big people and fairies might call it a litter bin, but to us it is the Great Elf Tower.
Why are you wearing those funny clothes?
They're not funny.
These are safety clothes. The Great Elf Tower can be very dangerous.
And very smelly. Here goes.
Keep going. You're almost there.
Have you found lots of things for making toys?
Not yet. It's a bit dark. I'll go down and take a closer look. Oh, dear. I think the Great Elf Tower is empty.
Oh. Mummy, Daddy, can I have some more jelly, please? This is a
Dad, I can hear big people.
We must stay out of their way. Big people have very big feet.
That was a lovely picnic.
Let's tidy up.
OK, Dad. I'll take the litter to the bin.
Thank you, Lucy.
Come on, Rex.
That's the sound of big people. Quick, get out of the bin.
Huh? What was that?
I said, get out of the bin.
It's not a bin. It's the Great Elf Tower.
Just get out of there, you silly old elf.
Excuse me.
Ooh, a little fairy.
Hello?
Ooh, and a smelly little fairy.
I am not a smelly little fairy. I'm a smelly little elf.
It's that little girl we met at the farm.
Yes, it's Lucy. Hello, Ben. Hello, Holly. We're having a picnic.
Look, Gaston, it's Rex.
He likes you because you're smelly.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Ooh, you've brought all your friends from Fairyland.
This isn't Fairyland. It's the Little Kingdom. Load the elf trucks.
Right-ho!
Lift ho, lift ho, lift, 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 lift. Catch ho, catch ho, catch, 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 catch.
But why do you want all this stuff?
We use it to make toys.
Wow, I love toys. But what do you do with all the smelly stuff?
It makes lovely compost for the elf farm.
Back to the elf tree!
Let's get these down to the elf factory without delay.
Wow, look at that tree. There are little windows in it. I wonder if there are any fairies inside.
Ah! It's all right, Mum. It's just our friend Lucy.
Oh, nice to meet you, Lucy.
Hello.
Here's a little present to remind you of your visit.
It's our latest toy, fresh from the factory.
Wow, thanks. Is this made from my rubbish?
Yes, that's why we're very grateful to you for putting rubbish in the Great Elf Tower.
What's the Great Elf Tower?
He means the litter bin.
You're welcome. Thanks for showing me your tree. I always thought fairies lived in castles.
For the last time, we are not fairies.
We're elves.
I live in a castle, Lucy. Come and see. Wow, a real fairy castle. It's okay, Daddy. It's only Lucy, the little girl.
Hello, Lucy. How do you do?
Oh, another little elf.
I'm not an elf. I'm a fairy king.
Nice to meet you, Your Majesty.
Lucy, home time.
Oh, I have to go now.
Thanks for leaving all the stuff in the bin.
Don't you mean the Great Elf Tower? He really does like you. Bye, Lucy. Come back soon.
Oh dear, the car won't start.
Look, it says empty on the petrol gauge.
No petrol? Oh, that's not good.
Oh, I wish we could help them. Nanny Plum, maybe you could sort this out with a bit of, fairy thingy.
Fairy thingy? What's that?
You know, the stuff you do with your wand.
Oh, do you mean magic, wise old elf?
Yes. Magic.
Very well, magic it is. Thunder and lightning, north wind blow. Go, car. Go, go, go! There. Just enough fairy dust to get them home.
Oh, we've got no petrol, but the car's working.
Maybe this car is so modern it doesn't need petrol.
Well, ask at the garage.
Bye, Lucy. Come back soon. Thanks for mending the car.
Lucy, who were you talking to?
I met some elves and fairies.
That's nice.
The car is shiny today. I've never seen it so sparkly.
It's fairy dust.
What a sweet idea.
Today's adventure starts at the frog pond.
Tadpoles.
For today's nature class, we shall be studying the pond.
Ooh.
Some creatures live on land, like elves.
Oh.
Some creatures live in water, like fish.
Ah.
Others live in water and on land, like...
Frogs!
Good, Ben. Who can tell me what frogs like to eat?
Ice cream.
Ho, no, Princess Holly. Does anyone else know?
Is it flies?
Correct, Barnaby. Frogs eat flies. Would you like to see where frogs come from?
Yes, yes.
Very well. Here we are.
Ooh.
Frogs lay eggs called frog spawn.
They don't look like frogs.
We'll have to wait a few days to see. Now, who's going to look after our frog spawn?
I will.
Really, Princess Holly?
Yes, please.
Very well. I'll help you take them home to the little castle.
Hooray!
Da da dum, do da dee da, da da la la, da dum dee da, da la la dee da da da.
Nanny Plum! Nanny Plum!
Hello, Princess Holly. How did your lesson go?
It was great. We learned all about frog spawn, and I've got some homework to do.
That's very nice.
Hello, Nanny Plum. Where do you want the frog spawn?
Goodness me! Frog spawn?
You always said I should learn more about nature, Nanny.
Yes. But I didn't expect it to be in my kitchen.
It was great today, Mummy. We learned all about frogs, and I've got some homework to do.
That's nice, darling. Good night.
Good night, Mummy. Morning time. Good morning, frog spawn. Oh, where did those little fish come from?
Those aren't fish, Holly. They're tadpoles.
Hello, tadpoles. What are tadpoles, Nanny?
They're baby frogs. They hatched from the frog spawn.
Wow.
I'm a bit of an expert on frogs. By tomorrow, they'll have changed again.
Ooh. They start off as frog spawn and then they get little fishy tails and they're called tadpoles.
Oh, you seem to know an awful lot about frogs.
Nanny's teaching me all about them. Do you like frogs, Daddy?
Of course. As long as they keep to their pond and don't bother anyone, they can be a bit slimy and disgusting.
Daddy.
Good night, Holly.
Morning time. Good morning, tadpoles. The tadpoles have got legs. Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, Holly, but it'll be even more amazing later.
Ooh. Mummy, I want to show you something.
What is it, Holly?
Come and see. I can't see my tadpoles anymore.
Tadpoles?
They must be invisible. Nanny, did you do a spell on them?
No, Holly.
So where are they?
Oh, dear. I think the king has found them.
Oh, where did this come from?
Ugh.
Really? What a fuss over such a little creature.
My tadpoles!
Your tadpoles have turned into frogs, Princess Holly.
Tadpoles? Frogs? What on earth is going on?
Daddy, I did tell you I had some homework. Here, froggies. This way. This is my room. And these are my toys. Crank, 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 crank. Let's play hide and seek. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming, ready or not? Found you. Let's play another game. Hop, hop, hop.
Bedtime, Princess Holly.
Nanny, say hello to my friends. Fluffy, Tiddles, Mopsy and Ben.
Hello?
Good night, froggies. Good morning, Ben.
Are you coming out to play, Holly?
I'm a bit busy, Ben. I'm playing with my frogs.
Frogs?
This one's very good at running and jumping. I've called him Ben.
Oh.
See you later.
OK. Bye. Oh.
Do something about these frogs. Please, Nanny Plum.
They do seem to be getting bigger.
And noisier.
If they're smaller, perhaps they'll be quieter. Slimy eaters of flies, shrink to half your size. Oh, they're smaller, but somehow I seem to have made more of them. Shall I try the spell again?
Maybe not.
Froggy, froggy.
Frogs belong in water.
Yes, Daddy. Daddy says frogs belong in water. So, let's magic the courtyard into a paddling pool. We won't be needing that door. Bye-bye, door. Good. Now we can fill the courtyard with water. Water, water, splish, splash, splosh. There you go, froggies. A paddling pool. Daddy will be pleased.
That's odd. Where's the door gone?
It was there earlier.
No problem. I'll magic it back.
Oh, no. Sorry, froggies.
Holly Thistle, did you do this?
Yes, Daddy. You said the frogs needed water, so I made them a paddling pool.
That's enough. The frogs must go.
Oh. Off you go. Shoo.
Hi, Ollie. Are you OK?
No. Daddy says I've got to send my frogs back to the pond, but they won't go.
What we need is a clever plan to move them. Elves are very good at clever plans, and I'm an elf.
So what is your clever plan?
We'll play leapfrog. You jump over my back and I'll jump over yours.
Hoopla!
Hoopla!
How's this going to help? Hoopla!
Hoopla! Look, they're following us.
Hoopla!
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 Hoopla! Here we are, the pond.
Well done, Ben. Thank goodness they're not in the castle anymore.
But, Daddy, I'll miss them.
Don't worry, Princess Holly. They'll come back to the castle one day.
Why?
Frogs always return to the place where they hatched to lay their eggs.
Oh.
Yippity-doo-dah! Today's adventure starts at the meadow.
Elf school.
Now, Princess Holly, what's the name of this flower?
That's easy, Nanny. It's a daisy.
Yes, yes. An elf might call it a daisy, but a fairy princess would call it a Bellis perennius.
Bellis perennius.
Correct. Now, what is this bluebell called?
Bluebell?
Oh, no, no, no. A fairy princess would call it a hyacinthoids non-scripta.
Oh, Nanny, nature class is so boring. Why do I have to learn the proper names of all these flowers?
That is the sort of thing a fairy princess needs to know.
Well, maybe I don't want to be a fairy princess.
Hi, Holly.
Hi, Ben. Where are you going?
I'm off to elf school.
Oh, what do you do at elf school?
We learn how to make toys.
That sounds fun.
It is. Elves love making toys, and I'm an elf.
I want to make toys. Nanny, can I go to elf school too?
But you're not an elf. You're a royal fairy princess.
Oh, please, Nanny Plum.
Please, Nanny Plum, let Holly come.
Oh, OK.
Hooray!
But I'll come along too, just to make sure you don't get into any mischief.
OK, but hurry. We can't be late for elf school.
We're going to elf school. We're going to elf school.
We're going to elf school. We're going to elf school. We're going to elf school. We're going to elf school. Come on, elf school is at the top of the tree.
Ooh!
Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning, wise old elf.
Ah, Nanny Plum.
Hello, Mr. Old Elf.
Hello.
Princess Holly wants to see what elves get up to in your little school.
Very well. Holly may join the class,
Oh, goody.
but no magic or flying, please.
OK.
Holly, sit next to me.
No flying. You will kindly walk. Flying is not allowed at elf school.
Only because elves can't fly.
That's right, Mistress Plum. Elves cannot fly, but we do have very good hearing. And elves are very good at making toys. So today we are going to make toys.
Hooray!
We will carry on from where we left off last time.
I'm making a toy car. I'm making a toy duck. A toy helicopter. A toy boat. I'm making a toy frog. A toy rabbit.
I'm making a robot.
Ooh,
I see that Miss Holly does not have a toy.
that's okay. I'll magic one. Zing, zang, zingy, zoy. Magic me a little toy.
Miss Holly, magic is not allowed at elf school.
Only because elves can't do magic.
Elves could do magic if they wanted to, but elves don't do magic.
And we're elves.
Miss Holly, you can work on this toy owl for today.
Thank you, wise old elf.
And I will take this wand for now so that you learn how to work the proper elf way without magic.
Oh.
Don't worry. You can have it back at the end of the class. Boys and girls, take out your hammers and remember to tap gently.
I didn't mean to do that.
Don't worry, Holly. I'll fix it. I've still got my magic wand.
But, Nanny, magic isn't allowed at elf school.
Oh, it'll be all right. No one will notice. Knick-knack-knowl, mend this owl.
What was that loud bang?
I think there's a bit of a storm brewing outside.
Well, as long as there's no magic going on.
I assure you, Mr. Old Elf, Princess Holly is not using magic.
Naughty Nanny Plum.
Oh, shush.
Now it's time to paint our toys. Remember, be very careful. A little paint goes a long, long way.
Oh, bother. Doing things without magic is very hard.
Maybe you need just a teeny tiny bit of magic.
Oh, are you sure?
Trust me. Zigzag Zoe, paint this toy.
Miss Holly, are you doing magic?
No, wise old elf, not me.
I think it's just the storm outside. It must be really close now.
There's something funny going on around here.
Wise old elf, what do we do next?
A good question, Holly. Next, we wind the toys up.
Look! It worked! Wow! Cool! Go on, do something. Nanny, my owl doesn't work.
Don't worry. I'll just give it a little help.
Nanny Plum, have you been doing magic?
Just a teeny tiny little bit to help things along.
You are a very naughty fairy.
Sorry, wise old elf.
We'll say no more about it. Now, Holly, let's see what your owl can do.
It doesn't work at all.
Maybe too much magic went into its making.
I can fix it. I'm very good at mending things. There, that should do it.
Hooray! Thank you, Ben. I did try to do it the elf way.
Yes, Holly, I know you did.
But it's not easy to make toys without using magic.
It's easy for us because
we're elves!
Now, Holly, here's your wand back.
Thank you.
And remember, no magic until you have left the classroom.
Yes, wise old elf.
And that goes for you too, Nanny Plum.
Yes, wise old elf.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
The anthill.
What a lovely day for a royal fairy picnic. Nanny Plum, get the magic picnic basket ready.
I can't, Your Majesty.
Why not?
The magic picnic basket has disappeared.
You mean you lost it? Things don't just disappear. Whoa! Where's my chair gone?
Nanny, I can't find my wand.
There. One piano to deliver to the king. Ben, are you ready?
Coming, Dad.
Come on, Ben. We've got this piano to deliver to the little castle. I don't want to be late.
That's right, Ben. Elves are never late.
And we're elves.
Oh, where's my horn?
Ben, you must look after your things.
A good elf never loses their things. Oh, where's my piano gone?
What's happening?
Ants!
Oi! That's our TV!
Why are the ants taking all our stuff?
I don't know.
Ants! Outrageous! Nanny Plum, do something!
OK, let's follow them.
Where are the ants taking our things?
Probably to the Queen Ant.
Queen Ant? Is she pretty like Mummy? Does she have lovely dresses and a sparkly crown?
No, the Queen Ant is a different sort of queen.
Oh.
There's my horn.
There's my wand.
Oi! That's our TV!
The ants are taking all our things.
Yes, and ours too.
Where are they taking it?
Down to the Queen Ant.
Nanny, I command you to have a word with this Queen Ant.
What word would that be, Your Majesty?
Tell her to stop taking our stuff.
I would, Your Majesty, but I can't speak ant. It's one of the more difficult insect languages, along with centipede.
What we need is someone who can speak ant.
Gaston!
Ah, good. Ladybirds can speak ant.
So Gaston can be your ant translator. Down you go, Nanny.
Can Ben and I go too?
Yes, but stay close to Nanny Plum so she can keep you safe.
Hooray!
I'll go too, to keep Nanny Plum safe.
And I'll go too, to keep Mr. Elf safe.
These tunnels could go very deep, you know.
How deep?
Do they go to the centre of the earth?
I hope not. My feet are tired enough already.
Ooh.
This way.
It would be very easy to get lost in these tunnels.
It's a maze.
I hope we remember how to get out.
Don't worry. I know how to get through mazes. You take every first turning down and every third turning up. And that gets you through any maze.
Oh, it's a dead end.
Or is it every second turn to the left?
Oh, are we lost, Mr. Elf?
What's that sound?
Ants!
That's lucky. They can show us where the Queen Ant is.
Gaston, say take us to your leader.
What did they say?
Gaston says the ants will give us a lift.
Cool! Yee-haw!
Giddy up, giddy up.
Ah, my tummy!
This is fun!
This must be where the queen ant lives.
Ooh! Oh, is that the queen?
Yes.
She's, big, isn't she?
Gaston, can you translate for us, please? Greetings, your antness. I am Nanny Plum.
And I'm Holly. I'm a pretty fairy princess.
I'm Mr. Elf.
I'm Mrs. Elf.
And I'm Ben Elf.
We're elves.
And you've got my horn.
And there's my wand.
There's the king's piano.
And our TV.
And my magic picnic basket.
Gaston, ask if we can have our stuff back.
I think that means no.
Why won't you let us have our stuff back, Nanny?
Ugh, goodness knows. What do you want all this stuff for? She says it's for eating, even though it tastes horrible.
Why is she eating it if it tastes horrible?
This isn't food, you know. Queen Ant says they used to collect food left over from big people's picnics. But the big people haven't had a picnic for ages. So the ants have to eat any old rubbish they can find.
That's not rubbish. It's a fine musical instrument. I'm delivering it to the king.
It's not good to eat musical instruments.
Yes, Ben. She's obviously very stupid. Gaston, don't translate that. When I said you are very stupid, I meant you are very clever.
She doesn't seem very pleased.
If you want food, I can make some with my magic picnic basket.
What would you like to eat?
She likes sweet things. What kind of sweet things? Jelly? Oh, I can do jelly.
Careful, Nanny Plum. We don't want a jelly flood.
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Magic basket, please. Jelly, jelly, but not a lot. Do you want more? No problem.
Careful, Nanny Plum.
Oh, Mr. Elf, stop fussing. Jelly, jelly, a little bit more.
Nanny, they all want jelly.
Goodness me, we'll be here all day. I'll just have to make a lot more.
No, Nanny Plum!
More, more, more!
Jelly flood! The jelly is showing us the way out.
Jelly flood!
I can hear something. What's that?
Jelly flood!
What are they shouting? Jerry Fudd?
What's Jerry Fudd?
Jelly flood!
Jelly Flood!
I've got my horn back.
I've got my wands back.
And the ants have got all the jelly they can eat.
The piano's taken a bit of a bashing.
I'm glad that's not my piano.
Actually, Your Majesty, it is your piano. I was just delivering it to you.
Oh.
It's okay, Daddy. It sounds lovely.
As long as you only play tunes with high notes.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Mrs. Witch.
And then the witch locked the fairy and all the elves in a big cage. Help! Help! They shouted. Hee hee, I'll never let you go, said the witch.
Oh no! Why did she lock the children up?
Because the witch was very naughty and the children were annoying her.
Ah!
All the chasing around had made the witch hungry, so she ate a mouldy old cake. Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Ooh! Why did she eat a mouldy old cake?
That's what witches eat.
And she drank a glass of sour milk. Glug, glug, glug.
Ugh!
After that, she fell asleep. Snore, snore, snore. She's asleep, said the fairy. Quick, let's escape. So the elves broke open the cage door and the fairy princess got her wand back.
Ooh!
Then the witch woke up. Get back in your cage, cried the witch. But the fairy was already casting her spell. Zip, ping, current bun, witch's magic, all undone. In a flash, all the children were set free and the witch, stuffed full of mouldy old cake, couldn't catch them. The end.
Hooray! Then what happened, Mummy?
The witch was told off for being mean and nasty and made to wash dishes for the rest of her life.
Ooh!
Horrible things, witches.
It's a good job they don't really exist, isn't it?
Oh, but they do exist. I know a witch who lives in the woods.
Really?
Yes. I can take you to see her if you like.
But won't she lock us up in a big cage?
No. Witches can sometimes be a bit naughty, but only when they get very annoyed.
Mummy, do you think we should go and see the witch?
Yes, why not? Nanny Plum will protect you.
And then you can see for yourselves how disgusting witches are.
Come on, then. Let's go.
Bye.
Have fun.
Bye-bye. Nanny, what are witches like?
Are they scary?
Not that scary, but witches are a bit smelly.
Ooh.
And do witches use magic to do nasty spells?
Witches hardly ever do magic, and they're not that good at magic anyway. Here we are. This witch hasn't done a spell in over 100 years.
Ooh.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Nanny.
Nanny who?
Nanny Plum.
Oh, Nanny Plum, do come in. What a treat. A real fairy and an elf.
Yes, this is Princess Holly and Ben Elf.
Come closer so that I can get a better look at you.
See, she's not frightening at all. Just a bit smelly.
What's that?
Don't touch anything, children,
Why can't we touch?
because it's dirty.
What's that?
Don't worry, dear. I just wanted to show the children how a real witch lives.
Oh, I see. Would you like some rat milk and worm cakes?
No thank you, Mrs. Witch. We've already eaten.
Mrs. Witch, can we ask you some questions about being a witch?
Of course. Anything you like.
Are you any good at magic?
Well, I don't like to use magic these days because...
I told you, witches are no good at magic, and they never use it anyway.
What's that?
Mrs. Witch, If you don't do magic these days, then what do you do?
I'm retired.
So, you don't chase elves or fairies anymore then?
Oh, no. I just...
Look, witches don't do anything. They just smell a bit funny and make horrible cakes.
What?
As for magic, they're completely harmless. She probably can't even do a simple transformation spell.
Yes, I can.
Then why don't you change this horrible wallpaper?
That's...
Or make these seats more comfortable.
Stop it, Nanny.
You could make tasty cakes.
I'm warning you.
Or get some new clothes.
If you change one more thing...
A bit of makeup.
I'm sorry I had to freeze Nanny Plum. She was very rude to me.
I don't think Nanny meant to be rude, Mrs. Witch.
Maybe not, but she was.
Are you going to keep Nanny frozen forever?
No. If Nanny says sorry, she can go.
Nanny, say sorry to Mrs. Witch.
I will not say sorry. I was only trying to help you out, you grumpy old witch.
Oh.
So, you won't let Nanny go?
Nope.
We should get help.
Is it all right if we go, Mrs. Witch?
Of course. You have both been delightful company.
What's your plan?
We have to get the king.
Yes, Daddy can tell the witch off.
Then she'll let Nanny go.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you very much for having us.
Yes, thank you, Mrs. Witch. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Quick, run! Daddy! Daddy! Nanny Plum made Mrs. Witch really angry.
And now Nanny's frozen like a statue.
Oh, dear.
Daddy, if we don't do something, then Nanny will stay frozen forever.
We'll never see Nanny again.
How sad.
And there'll be no more lovely dinners.
No dinners? What? Nanny Plum frozen?
Yes!
Show me where Mrs. Witch lives. Was Nanny Plum rude to Mrs. Witch?
A bit.
Witches can be a little moody.
Are you going to tell Mrs. Witch off, Daddy?
No, I've got a better idea.
Who's there?
King Thistle.
King Thistle who?
King Thistle.
Oh, Your Majesty.
You must be the Mrs. Witch I have heard so much about.
Please let me explain.
About your cleverness, your kindness and beauty.
Oh.
Not to mention your wonderful cooking.
Would you like a worm cake?
No, thank you. I believe you may have frozen Nanny Plum.
Yes, I have, but...
I completely understand why you would want to do this.
You do?
Nanny Plum can be quite rude at times, but she's really not that clever.
Yes, well...
I am sure, being as clever and as kind as you are, and knowing that Nanny really can't help herself, you will let her go this time. Quite apart from that, I need Nanny to cook my dinner.
I could cook you dinner, Your Majesty.
That's very kind of you.
I was just about to boil some toads in the hole.
But I just need Nanny Plum back.
I understand. Just one moment.
Say thank you for having me, Nanny.
Thank you for having me.
Goodbye, Mrs. Witch, and very nice to meet you.
I'm honoured, Your Majesty. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Daddy, you didn't didn't tell Mrs. Witch off at all.
And you said Mrs. Witch was beautiful when she's ugly and smelly.
Well, Ben, there's a time for telling someone they're ugly and smelly, and a time to be just nice. Saying nice things about people always goes a long way.
It's good to have you back, Nanny Plum.
Thank you, Holly.
Yes. What's for supper?
Today's adventure starts at the lake.
The elf submarine.
Your Majesty, may I present the Elf Factory's latest toy, the Elf Submarine.
Ah, yes. Jolly good. Does it float?
Does it float? Of course it floats. Allow us to demonstrate. We carefully chose this day to test the submarine, as there are no other boats on the lake.
Hello, me hearties!
It's Redbeard, the elf pirate.
Yo-ho-ho! Land ahoy!
Should the ship be leaning like that?
Maybe it's the weight of all that treasure.
She's sinking! Abandon ship! Abandon ship! Curses! Me ship and me treasure gone down to the bottom of the sea.
How sad. Anyway, as I was saying, this is a perfect day to test the submarine with no boats on the lake.
But what about Mr. Redbeard's treasure?
Yes, me treasure! How will I get it back?
If only we had some way of sailing underwater to look for it.
Ah, if only. Anyway, back to my submarine. There's
The submarine! We can use the submarine.
Clever Ben.
Hang on. The elf submarine is a toy. It's not for going on adventures.
Oh, so it can't go underwater.
Yes, it can.
It'll probably sink like a stone.
No, it will not.
Good. That's that sorted. Captain Redbeard, our submarine is at your service.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
But
I'll be needing a crew.
Aye, aye, Captain Redbeard.
Can I come?
And me.
I'd better come too. If there's any trouble, I can use magic to help us.
no, Nanny Plum. There will be no magic on the elf submarine.
Because we're elves.
And elves don't do magic. Yes, we know.
Polly, my faithful friend, you'll have to wait here. Mr. Elf, steer the submarine.
Aye, aye.
Ben and Holly, wind up the engine.
Aye, aye, Captain.
What shall I do?
Why, you just sit there and look pretty, my little mermaid.
Ugh.
I know this lake. I've sailed on it often.
Are you a sailor?
I was a sailor. I'm not anymore.
Why not?
Big Bad Barry.
Who's Big Bad Barry?
Only the biggest, giganticest, most enormous fish the world has ever seen.
He's eaten 9 of Dad's boats.
You lost 9 boats? I thought I was a bad sailor.
I'm not a bad sailor. I'm just unlucky. That Big Bad Barry is quite big.
And bad.
Dive, if you please, Mr. Elf.
Dive! Dive! Dive!
Oh, it's so pretty.
Look!
Where? What is it?
It's Redbeard's boat.
By Neptune, you're right. Well spotted, Ben.
Oh, for a moment I thought you'd seen Big Bad Barry.
Ho ho! Now I can get me treasure back.
Let's get it and go. I don't like it down here.
I love it. All the fish and the flowers.
And that big underwater cloud.
You don't get underwater clouds, me hearty. Shiver me timbers! It's a fish!
It's so big.
It looks bad.
Is it Barry?
It is. It's Big Bad Barry.
He's swimming towards Redbeard's boat.
Oh dear, he's going to eat it.
No! Me treasure! Did you see that? He swallowed it whole, like it were a grape.
Oh, what a shame. Shall we go home then?
Go home? But we haven't got me treasure.
Well, we can't do much about that now.
I never thought I'd say it, but Nanny Plum is right.
Unless you want to sail into Barry's stomach and take your treasure back, this adventure is over.
You're right, me fruity pancake. Take us home, Mr. Elf.
Aye, aye, Captain Redbeard. Who turned out the lights?
It's all gone dark. Where are we?
Oh, we must have sailed into a cave. Mr. Elf was chatting instead of looking where he was going.
I was parked.
Well, we're somewhere strange, and no mistake. And I'll shave me beard off if there's not something fishy going on. Turn on the lights, Mr. Elf.
Aye, aye, Captain.
It smells fishy.
What a pong!
Where are we?
Look! Me ship!
There are more boats as well.
It's Bunty, the boat Big Bad Barry ate last winter. That's my old boat, Trixabel. And there's Fifi. And this Boo-Boo.
If all those boats are inside Big Bad Barry,
Then we must be inside Big Bad Barry.
By all that's wet and fishy, you're right! We're in the belly of the big fish!
That explains the smell.
Just think, all those years I tried to catch Barry, and now he's caught me.
how are we going to get out of here?
If we could get Big Bad Barry to open his mouth, we could just sail out.
Oh, very clever, Ben.
Only, how do we get him to open his mouth?
Maybe it's time to ask for a bit of advice.
Can someone answer their phone?
It's not my phone.
It's not mine either.
Oh, it's mine. Hello? Oh, hello, Nanny Plum. What's that? They've got good news and bad news.
What's the good news?
They've found the treasure.
Hooray!
And what's the bad news?
They've been swallowed by a giant fish.
What? Are they okay?
I'll ask. Is my submarine all right? It's not scratched, is it?
Listen, clever clogs. We need your help. How can we get Big Bad Barry to open his mouth?
Someone needs to talk to the fish.
Nanny Plum can speak fish.
Ah, Nanny Plum, you must tell the fish a joke and make him laugh.
That's an idea. A very stupid idea, but an idea.
What's the plan?
I'm going to tell Big Bad Barry a joke to make him laugh.
What utter nonsense!
It was the wise old elf's idea.
It's brilliant.
Everyone back in the sub! Get ready to sail!
What's a good fish joke? I know.
Did it work?
I don't know. He might not get it.
Something's happening.
I think he liked the joke.
Full steam ahead!
Aye, aye, Captain!
We did it!
The elf pirate Redbeard and his crew return. It's a triumph!
Hooray!
So you got the treasure?
Nope.
You got your boat?
Nope.
So, in what way is this trip a triumph, then?
Well, we're not inside a big fish.
In that case, congratulations!
It's a shame the treasure's lost.
It's not lost. I know where it is, and no one will ever find it in the belly of Big Bad Barry.
That's true.
Of course it is, me tasty little fruit tree.
Nanny Plum, what was the joke you told Big Bad Barry?
It was, where do fish keep their money?
We don't know. Where do fish keep their money?
In a riverbank.
That's not very funny.
I know. It's a bit of a rubbish joke. But then fish find the silliest things funny. They have very small brains.
Where do fish keep their money? Oh, I get it. A riverbank. Oh, that's brilliant.
Today's adventure starts at the Great Elf Tree.
A trip to the seaside.
There, fully wound up. Let's set off to the seaside.
But, Dad, we have to wait for Princess Holly.
Well, where is she? It's almost 9 o'clock.
Dum-de-dum-de-doo-doo-dum-de.
Where is Holly?
Relax, Mr. Elf. We're on holiday.
But Princess Holly's late.
Fairies are always late.
Dum-de-dum. Hi, Ben.
Oh, hi, Holly.
I'm not too early, am I?
No, Princess Holly. You're just in time.
Now we're all here. Let's go. We might make the seaside by lunchtime.
If you want to get to the seaside quickly, I could try magicking us there.
I'd rather you didn't do any magicking today, Holly.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Elf.
You see, Holly, you're coming on an elf day trip.
Elves don't do magic.
And we're elves.
Hop in, everyone. Seaside, here we come. Here's the timetable. 1 o'clock, eat lunch. 2, play in the sand. 3, tidy up. 4, leave seaside, arriving home at 4:30 precisely.
Dad, it's a holiday.
Sorry, Ben. It's just that I'm not used to having a day off.
You work too hard, Mr. Elf. Please try and relax today.
I'll do my best, Mrs. Elf. Here we are, the seaside.
Yippee! The sea!
And sand.
Oh, I love the seaside. Come on, let's have lunch.
Good idea. I'm hungry.
Me too.
Here's our picnic basket.
Ooh, I love picnic baskets. You just tell them what you want and they magic up food.
This is an elf picnic. There won't be any magic.
Oh.
Mrs. Elf always makes a really lovely picnic.
Thanks, Mr. Elf. But of course you made the picnic this time.
Didn't you make it? Oh.
What's wrong?
We forgot to bring the picnic.
We just brought an empty basket.
But that's what I was saying. We fairies always take an empty basket on picnics. Magic basket, please. Can I have, spaghetti bolognese? Oh, it's still empty.
That's because...
It isn't a magic basket.
It's just an empty basket.
Can't it even magic us a packet of crisps?
No.
Oh.
Holly? Remember what I said about not needing any magicking today?
Yes, Mr. Elf?
Well, this is an emergency. So if you wouldn't mind doing a bit of...
Magicking! You want me to do magicking?
Yes, please.
I do know a spell for magic jelly.
No, not magic jelly.
Right. Too dangerous. I could try an ice cream spell. That's easy.
And there's no chance of that spell going wrong.
Silly Ben. Spells nearly always go a bit wrong. That's what makes them fun.
Well, without magic, we're not going to have anything to eat.
That's right. Please, Holly, do your spell.
Abracadabra! Ice cream!
Hooray!
I'm afraid it's only vanilla. I don't know how to magic other flavours yet.
That's fine. Vanilla is my favourite.
Delicious!
Maybe magic can be useful sometimes. Thank you, Princess Holly.
You're welcome.
What shall we do next?
Make sandcastles!
I love making sandcastles. What's the spell for sandcastles?
Holly, you don't need a spell to make sandcastles. You fill the bucket with sand, turn it over, give it a tap, and bingo! A sandcastle!
Cool! Can I have a go? Bingo!
Ho, ho, ho! We'll make an elf of you yet, Holly.
Can we build a castle big enough for us to go inside?
We'd need a huge bucket to make a sandcastle that big.
Like that one?
That's a very huge bucket.
It must have been left by big children.
There aren't any big people here now.
Good thing. Big people have big feet, and you never know where they're going to step.
Look, they've left some spades.
Let's build a big sandcastle for Princess Holly. It can be our thank you for lunch.
Good idea, Mr. Elf.
Can I help?
No, no, no. Please just relax and enjoy watching elves doing what elves do best.
What do elves do best?
Elves are best at
making things.
And we're elves.
Heave-ho, heave-ho, dig-ho, dig-dig-ho, dig-dig-dig-dig-dig.
Heave-ho, heave-ho, over you go.
Princess Holly, would you do the honours by tapping the bucket?
Lift ho, lift ho.
Bingo! Can we go inside?
But there isn't a door.
I'll soon sort that out. There's your door.
Since this is our very own castle, I've decided I'm not Princess Holly anymore. I am Queen Holly.
And I am King Ben.
My, it's almost home time.
Oh, Dad, can't we stay in the castle a little bit longer?
But the tide will be coming in soon and...
Please, Mr. Elf, please can we stay a bit?
Just a little bit, then.
We'll pack the car, but you must come when we call you.
Yes, Mum.
We promise. Oh, look. The sea is coming closer.
That's great. Soon the castle will have a moat.
Oh, Holly almost left her wand behind.
Talking of Holly, let's fetch the children.
I don't want to go home. I want to stay in our castle forever and ever.
Oh, goodness. Look how high the sea is.
Ben! Holly! Leave the castle now!
We can't leave. The sea's too high.
Holly, you can fly to the shore.
OK. No, it's too windy to fly.
Holly? Maybe it's time to do a little magic.
Yes, I'll just wave my wand and... Oh, where's my wand?
Here's your wand, Holly. I can throw it to you.
But what if it falls in the sea?
Don't worry, Holly. Mrs. Elf is very good at throwing things.
And I'm great at catching.
OK. Don't worry, wand. Ben will catch you.
Ready, Ben? Yes, Mum.
1, 2, 3, throw!
Hooray! Thanks, Ben. Now for the magicking bit. Sun, sea and sand. Put Ben and me on dry land. It's so nice to have you back, Wand. I knew Ben would catch you.
Thanks, Holly. And I knew you could magic us to safety.
Yes, the rescue was a perfect mix of fairy magic and elf skill.
Here's to elf skill.
And here's to fairy magic.
Today's adventure starts at the Great Elf Tree on Christmas Eve.
Snow.
Come on, elves. Let's get the elf plane loaded.
Radio! Wind the engine!
Roger that, Mr. Elf. Wind the engine.
Radio!
Hi, boys.
Hi, girls.
What's happening?
Dad has an important job to do.
What kind of job? He's flying to the North Pole. The North Pole?
Yes, we're making our final delivery of toys to Father Christmas.
Ooh.
Flight 1000, ready for takeoff.
Flight 1000, you are cleared for takeoff.
Roger that, Control.
Why are you delivering toys to Father Christmas? Well, who do you think makes all Father Christmas's toys? Elves? That's right, us elves. Ah.
Elves work all year deep underground in the elf factory making toys.
Then, in December, Ben's dad flies to the North Pole and delivers the toys to Father Christmas. Does he land at the North Pole and meet Father Christmas?
No, he never lands. He drops the toys by parachute. Then Father Christmas wraps the toys up and delivers them to the children of the world.
All the children? Even our friend Lucy?
Oh, yes, even Lucy.
I love Christmas. And I love snow.
Me too.
I wish it was snowing now. Yes, it's Christmas Eve. When's it going to snow?
Maybe it's time for a weather forecast.
Weather forecast?
Yes, we can use my elf weather detector.
Wow! So can this machine tell if it's going to snow?
Of course.
How does it work?
I listen to the weather through this giant ear trumpet. It's so sensitive, I can hear a butterfly flapping its wings in Africa.
Can you hear any butterflies?
Ah! Don't talk loudly into the trumpet.
Sorry, wise old elf.
Now, please stay quiet. Ah, interesting.
Is it a butterfly?
No, I can hear weather.
What sort of weather?
There's a chance of sun or rain with clear skies or clouds.
Is it going to snow?
I can say it certainly might, but then again, it might not.
Oh. I know. Let's ask Nanny Plum if it's going to snow.
Why ask Nanny Plum?
Nanny can tell the future.
Ha! This I must see.
Nanny Plum! Nanny Plum! You can tell the future, can't you?
I certainly can.
Can you tell if it's going to snow today?
Yes, I'll use my special snow forecasting globe.
Oh, I see. You gaze into the crystal ball and it tells our fortune, I suppose.
No, you just shake it, like this. There we are. It'll snow today.
Stop, stop, stop. How on earth can that thing predict the weather?
It's never been wrong.
What if you shook it in the summer?
Well, you don't shake it in the summer, obviously. That would be silly.
Well, you can't tell exactly when it's going to snow, can you?
Yes, I can. It's going to snow Now, abracadabra.
That's cheating.
No, it's not. Make it snow.
Nanny's made it snow. Let's go and see it. What? But where is the snow?
Yeah! Nanny Plum!
It's snowing inside!
Wow! Snow! Snow! Let's play snowballs!
Ooh, Nanny Plum! It's snowing in the sitting room! Is this your doing?
Yes, it is.
Inside is for sitting in armchairs and reading. Outside is for snow.
Inside, outside, whatever.
Nanny Plum, you're fired.
Don't be silly.
I'm taking away your wand until you learn how to control your spells better.
But what about the snow?
Not another word. Everyone out.
Now Daddy's taken Nanny Plum's wand. She won't be able to magic any snow.
Now we won't have any snow for Christmas.
There's always a chance it might snow anyway.
I can hear something. Is it snow? No, it's the elf plane.
Dad's back from the North Pole.
That's the last delivery done.
Dad, did you see snow?
Yes, lots of it. Enough snow to last me a lifetime.
Now you've finished your work, Mr. Elf. Are you on holiday?
Holiday? Good gracious, no. It's Christmas Eve. There's work to be done, preparing tonight's elf and fairy feast.
Oh, yes, the midnight elf and fairy feast.
On Christmas Eve.
With music and singing and lanterns.
Yes, and those lanterns don't hang themselves up. To work.
Stop, Mr. Elf. It's about time you had a rest.
A rest?
You've been working hard all year. Just sit down and relax for 5 minutes.
I can give you 3.
You work too hard.
Elves like working hard. And I'm an elf.
Oh dear, you really must relax. Just say, I'm on holiday.
Well, all right. I'm on holiday. Ah, that's nice.
Hello, wise old elf speaking.
Ho, ho, ho! It's Father Christmas here.
Oh, Mr. Christmas.
We seem to be missing some toys. I can't find box 571.
Box 571?
I need those toys before tonight, or some children will not get their Christmas presents.
Never fear, Mr. Christmas. We will get the box to you. I will deliver it personally.
Box 571? It could be anywhere. We'll never find it.
Is it this box, Dad? The one that says Box 571?
What?
Well done, Ben. You found it.
To the elf plane. We leave immediately.
Well, that was a nice holiday, while it lasted.
Are you going back to the North Pole? Can we come?
Can we, Dad? Please?
Please, Mr. Elf.
I don't mind who comes, but we must leave straight away.
Hooray! Brilliant!
I'll just get my wand back from King Thistle and then...
There's no time for that, Nanny. We need to get these toys to Father Christmas right away.
Elf honor is at stake.
Ready for takeoff, Captain?
Everyone on board.
Ben, it's snowing. Oh, wow! Snow!
You see, my snow globe is never wrong. What do all these buttons do?
Don't touch anything, please, Nanny Plum.
Wind the engine. Righty-ho! Ready for takeoff.
North Pole
snow. Me too.
We're not going to play in the snow. We're just dropping off the toy box and coming straight home.
So we won't meet Father Christmas?
Good gracious, no. We're on a mission. There'll be no playing in the snow and no meeting Father Christmas.
Join us in our next episode when we play in the snow and meet Father Christmas. Today's adventure starts at the Great Elf Tree.
Morning, noon and night.
"7 o'clock. Time to get up."
Ben, breakfast's ready.
Thanks, Dad.
Right then, let's get your hair brushed.
Let's get your elf hat on.
Don't forget your new watch. There. Now you're ready for school.
But, Mum, elf school doesn't start for ages. Can I go and see Holly? I want to show her my new watch.
OK, but make sure you get to school on time.
Of course I will. Elves are never late. And I'm an elf.
Phew, Mr. Elf. Mornings are such hard work.
I should say so.
That's the cockerel crow, Princess Holly. Time for fairies to get up.
Is it morning already?
Breakfast's ready, Holly.
Thank you, Nanny Plum.
Let's get your hair brushed, Holly.
And here's your crown.
All done. Mornings are such hard work.
Hello, Nanny Plum.
What is it, Ben? I haven't got time to be answering the door to elves.
Can Holly come out to play?
I'm afraid Princess Holly is too busy to...
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly. I've got a new watch.
Wow. Is it a real watch?
Yes, you can hear it ticking.
Oh, yes. Can you tell the time, Ben?
Not yet, but we're going to learn how to tell the time at school today.
Yes? Well, I'm sure you don't want to be late.
I'm an elf. Elves are never late. Bye, Holly.
Bye, Ben. I wish I had a watch.
Whatever for, Princess Holly?
If I had a watch, I could tell the time.
We fairies don't need watches. We have different ways of telling the time.
Like what, Nanny?
We have dandelion clocks. Here's a good one.
How can a dandelion tell the time?
We count how many puffs it takes to blow away all the seeds. Like this. 1, 2, 3. It took 3 puffs. That means 3 o'clock.
I want to go. 1.
That means 1 o'clock.
Wow. So is it really 1 o'clock?
Not really. It's just a game.
But Ben's learning to tell the time properly. Can I go to his lesson?
Oh, all right. But I'm sure it won't be much fun.
When the big hand and the little hand are pointing straight up, it is 12 o'clock.
Hello, wise old elf.
Good day, Nanny Plum.
Can we join you?
Yes, as long as you are quiet.
Rightio.
Now, who can tell me how we know a watch is working?
We can hear it ticking.
Yes, Holly. Very good.
You see, we fairies know all about time.
But you fairies don't have watches or clocks.
We have our own ways of telling the time.
I'm sure you do. Now, how do we know when to wake up in the morning?
The alarm clock rings.
Correct.
I wake up when the cockerel crows. Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Yes, I see. And how do we know when it's time to go to sleep?
When the clock says it's bedtime.
Yes, correct again.
I go to sleep when the owl hoots. Twitter-woo!
But without clocks, how do you know what time it is?
We have dandelion clocks. Look. 1,
Can I have a go?
2,
And me.
3. That means 3 o'clock.
Stop, stop, stop. That's all fairy nonsense.
But it's fun.
Fun has nothing to do with telling the time. I don't suppose you fairies can tell me what time it is now.
It's noon.
Ah, yes, Holly. Well done.
Wow, how did you know that?
Because the sun is high up in the sky.
And I know it's lunchtime because my tummy is rumbling.
How silly.
Excuse me. My tummy is never wrong.
Oh, it is lunchtime. School is finished for today.
Hooray!
Holly, would you like to come over to play this afternoon?
Yes.
OK. See you later, alligator.
In a while, crocodile.
It's almost 6 o'clock. Where's Holly?
Hi, Ben.
You're late.
Fairies are always late. And I'm a fairy.
Hurry up. I've got something to show you.
What's that noise?
You'll see.
Are we there yet?
Nearly. This way.
Hello, Princess Holly.
Hello, wise old elf.
This is the great elf clock,
Wow.
the most accurate clock of all.
What does accurate mean?
It means it always tells the right time.
Quite so, Ben. I set it every night by the distant bells. They usually ring about now.
Da-da-dum, do-da-dee-da, da-da-la-la, dum-dum-dee-da. Oh, my tummy's rumbling. That means it's time for dinner. Dinner time! Dinner time!
The bells! The bells! Now I need to adjust the clock.
That's just Nanny Plum.
What do you mean?
Nanny rings the bell every night when it's dinner time.
And how does Nanny Plum know it's dinner time?
Her tummy rumbles.
What? You mean I've been setting the great elf clock to a fairy's tummy rumble?
Yes.
Her tummy does seem to be amazingly accurate. It is dinner time.
Bye, Ben.
See you tomorrow, Holly.
And the beautiful princess lived happily ever after. The end. Time to sleep, Holly.
But, Daddy, the owl hasn't hooted yet.
There's the owl now.
And the fierce dragon ate the witch. And everyone lived happily ever after. The end. Time to sleep, Ben.
But, Mum, the clock hasn't chimed yet.
Oh, it's chiming now.
Good night, Holly.
Good night, Ben.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Nature class.
Let's check you're all here. Holly, Violet, Rosie and Strawberry. Good. Now hold hands. I don't want to lose any of you in the woods.
Nanny Plum, do we have to do nature class today? It's boring. Yes. All we do is learn the names of trees. And mushrooms. And frogs.
Now, girls. Every young fairy needs to know the names of trees and mushrooms.
And frogs?
And frogs. Up ahead is a lovely example of a mugwort flower.
Ben, Barnaby, Jake and Lizzie. Good. Today we are having nature class. Follow me.
Excuse me, wise old elf. Why do we have to do nature class?
Because, Ben, it's important that every young elf learns about nature. Who can tell me what this is?
Is it a sort of plant?
A wilted thistle is the correct answer.
Oh.
Now, what's the name of this flower? Oh, we seem to have walked into some elves.
Good day, Nanny Plum.
Hello, wise old elf.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly.
We're doing nature class. So are we. Let's team up. Yes!
I'm not sure about this.
Quite so. Elf and fairy nature classes are very, very different.
We're learning names of plants and things. So are we.
Please, Nanny Plum, can we have one big class?
Please, Mr. Wise Old Elf.
Oh, very well.
I suppose I can handle a few more children.
What?
Wise old elf, there's no need for you to hang around.
But...
You can collect your children when my lesson's over.
No doubt there's some charming fairy name for this plant, but my class has identified it correctly as a welted thistle.
Oh, isn't it hairy bittercress?
Oh, interesting. Or hairy bogweed.
You both know the silly plant names.
So you should both take the class.
On one condition. No magic.
I'm doing nature class today, not magic class.
So, it's agreed.
Let's go.
Look.
Ah, an acorn.
Now, what does an acorn grow into?
Is the answer an oak tree?
I was asking the children.
Yes, but an oak tree is the right answer. What the wise old elf is trying to say is that this little acorn will grow into a huge oak tree.
Ooh. Cool. Can we see it grow now?
Oh, it will take years and years to grow into a tree.
Oh.
We could give it some magical help.
Nanny Plum, we agreed. No magic.
But look at the children's sad little faces. They'd so like to see the acorn grow into a tree.
No.
Please, Nanny Plum, make the acorn grow into a tree. Yes. Please, Nanny Plum.
I'd love to, but it's up to the wise old elf.
Please, wise old elf.
Oh, Very well.
I'll just do a little spell. Stand back, children.
Just a small tree, please.
Yes, yes. Thunder and lightning, north wind blow, little acorn grow, grow, grow!
Wow!
Nanny Plum. Is that your idea of a small tree?
It is big, isn't it? But I can easily make it smaller.
No, it's fine as it is. Let's move on. Next up, mushrooms.
Ah, good. Mushrooms.
Who can tell me what this is?
A toadstool.
Yes, correct. Now, you should never, ever eat a toadstool. It would make you very...
What Mr. Old Elf is trying to say is that you should never, ever eat a toadstool. It would make you very sick.
Indeed. So, never, ever eat a toadstool.
Yes, wise old elf.
Of course, I expect the wise old elf would like to sit on it.
What?
Elves love sitting on toadstools.
Madam, I think you will find it is gnomes that sit on toadstools.
Elves, gnomes, whatever.
You would never catch an elf sitting on a toadstool.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Elf.
Hello, Holly. I see you found my special reading place. Ah, it just catches the sun at this time of day.
Yes. Here we have a toadstool.
With an elf on top.
Yes, with an elf on top.
He looks very happy.
Right, let's move on.
Yes, we have time for one last thing.
Goodbye, Mr. Elf.
Bye.
What do you think the last thing is?
I bet it's frogs. Nanny always shows us frogs. Yes, it'll be frogs.
Who can guess what we're going to see next?
Frogs.
Yes, we're going to look at frogs.
There aren't any frogs here.
Not one frog. Well, that's disappointing.
Can we go home now?
It's no problem. I'll turn one of us into a frog. Can I have a volunteer, please? Come on. Who wants to be a frog? Goodness, what a lot of miseries. I'll just have to do it myself. Zigzag zog, make me into a frog.
Wow!
A common frog. Look how slimy it is. And how smelly it is.
Oh, stinky whiffy poo!
And how silly it sounds. Well, that brings today's nature class to a most satisfactory close. Nanny Plum, you can turn yourself back now.
I don't think Nanny Plum can turn herself back again.
She can't pick up her wand.
Oh, what a shame. Now, for your homework...
But Nanny Plum, we can't leave her as a frog.
Can't we? Oh, I suppose not. Which fairy wants to turn her back again?
Me!
All right. Holly, do your best.
I'm not sure what spell to use.
I'm sure Nanny Plum would want you to just have a go anyway.
OK, I'll try this. Abracazeri, frog to fairy. Oh, it worked.
Oh, thank you, Holly.
Oops. Sorry, Nanny.
You did very well, Holly. But you shook your wand a bit too hard. Abracazeri, frog to fairy.
Hooray!
You see, children, it's all in the wand control.
Yes, Nanny Plum.
Fascinating, Mistress Plum. But if we might return to nature class for a...
Yes, children. What Mr. Old Elf is trying to say is that...
That brings today's nature class to a close.
That was the bestest ever nature class.
Thank you, Strawberry.
It was excellently cool.
Thank you, Barnaby.
So, from now on, Nanny Plum and the wise old elf always teach us nature class together.
All right.
Oh, if you insist.
Hooray!